Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. I am your host, Lorna, certified food freedom coach and founder of the Ditch Decade Diets Academy. I've spent 10 years in an unhealthy relationship with food, binge eating, over-exercising, and feeling insecure in my body. This podcast is all about helping you get to the root of your food struggles and teaching you how to rewire your brain so you can end binge eating. If you're ready to improve your relationship with food and cultivate more self-love towards yourself and your health, this is the podcast for you. So let's get to it and jump right in. Healing body image is foundational in breaking out of the diet binge cycle. Right now, you might be eating intuitively and perhaps you released a lot of your food rules, but you still find yourself binging and you still find yourself sabotaging with food in the evening and you still find yourself eating when you know you're not hungry. The reason is because of the way you feel about your body. When you feel uncomfortable in your own skin and you see yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see, or you take a photo of yourself and you don't like the way your arms look, or you step on the scale and the number on the scale goes up, that impacts the choices that you make with food, right? So a lot of the times people are healing their relationship with food. They're releasing their food rules, which is all great. Like that's foundational as well to getting out of the diet binge cycle. But if you're feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, you are going to choose the lowest calorie option. And then you're not going to be satisfied. And then you're going to spiral into a binge because you never allowed yourself to eat what you actually wanted to eat. And then after a binge, you feel bloated, you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, and you're like, gosh darn it, like I actually need to get back onto my diet. So then you create those food rules again and the cycle repeats itself. Most people start dieting in the first place because they feel uncomfortable in their own skin. For me personally, it was when I was in grade 8, so I was about 14 years old, I got called fat by one of the other dancers who I danced with. And I never really thought too much about my body until this comment was said to me. And if you've ever had a comment said to you about the way that your body looks, whether you're fat or your arms look huge or thunder thighs or whatever it is, like if you've ever had a comment said to you about your body, that thought doesn't just go away. That thought doesn't just float away in the clouds. You think that thought sticks with you for years and years and years and years. When somebody told me that I was fat, every time I'd be eating something, I'm like, well, you can't eat that because you're fat. I'm at the gym and I did 30 minutes on the treadmill. Well, you should do an hour because you're fat. The thoughts in your mind get consumed by what other people have said about your body or what you're saying about your own body. When you've had a comment that was said to you of you're fat, this is when it's very easy to start the over-exercising. It's very easy to start the crazy diets because I don't feel good enough in my own skin. You would not have started dieting in the first place if you felt good in your own skin. The majority of people start dieting at a very young age because I don't feel good in my own skin. I don't like what I see in the mirror. Maybe you grew up with a mom who was constantly nitpicking her body. She didn't like the way that her body looked. So then you've modeled that and you're like, well, she doesn't like the way her body looks. She's constantly saying that she's fat. She's picking at her skin. Well, maybe I need to fix and change my body. Maybe somebody did tell you that you need to change and fix your body. And so healing body image is so foundational to a better relationship with food because even for myself, or their parents keep telling her to lose weight 100%. And so back for me in 2018, I was eating intuitively. Like I was done with diets. I deleted my Fitness Pal. I was eating intuitively. I was starting to allow myself to eat different foods than the same 5 foods that I normally would eat. Like I was allowing myself to eat different foods, but I was still binging because I was terrified of gaining weight. I was literally so scared to put on weight because I didn't want that comment said to me again that you're fat. I would always be scared to go out for dinner because I was scared about the calories because I didn't want to put on weight. I'd spend hours over exercising because I didn't want to put on weight. And for me, I released my food rules. I was eating intuitively, but the reason I kept on binging was because I didn't heal body image yet. And the moment that I started recognizing this of like, Lorna, every time you step on the scale and the number on the scale goes up, you have the worst day of your life. Every single time you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you either go crazy over exercising or you restrict yourself, which leads into another binge, and then you feel uncomfortable in your own skin and the same cycle repeats itself, right? Or you look at yourself in the mirror or the number on the scale goes up and you're like, well, I already feel like crap. I'm already not at my weight. So why not binge one more time? Why not just say screw it and have the entire row of cookies? Like I already feel uncomfortable in my own skin. You cannot skip this step of healing body image. I work with so many clients that are binging and stuck in these like habitual diet restrict binge cycles. And when we start healing body image, that's when they start sabotaging less. That's when they have less binges, because every time you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, you restrict. And then that causes you to feel deprived. And when you feel deprived and you can't handle it anymore, you binge. And then you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, and the same cycle repeats itself over and over and over and over and over again. And weight loss does not fix an unhealthy self-image. Because I tried every single time I went on a diet and I lost the weight, and I still did not like what I saw in the mirror. Why? Because that thought in my mind, you're fat, was still replaying in my mind. When somebody said, oh, your arms are massive, your arms look huge, every single time, even when I lost weight, my arms look too big. Because that was a part of body dysmorphia. Like that was a part of body image that I haven't worked through. And I kept on trying to lose weight. And maybe if I lose weight, then I'll be happy in my own skin. Maybe if I lose weight, then I'll be happier. Maybe if I lose weight, I'll like my arms. Maybe if I lose weight, I'll not be fat. But weight loss doesn't fix an unhealthy self-image. I still felt uncomfortable in my own skin. I still did not like what I saw. Literally, you guys, I'm sure you've gotten to your smallest weight and it was like, sure, you felt a little bit more confident, but the reality is if you still have an unhealthy self-image, it's not good enough. But I don't look like her. Yeah, but she looks better than me. Yeah, but I used to look like that. How many times do we compare ourselves to other people's bodies? I know I used to do this literally. Like I used to compare my body to other people's bodies, but then I would also compare my body to a previous body of mine. And here's the thing. I remember looking back at old photos of myself. Every time I felt uncomfortable in my own skin, I was like, I'm going to look back at old photos. Maybe that's going to be like motivation for me. Do not recommend it. It's like the worst thing that you can do for yourself, because you literally just feel like a bag of crapola because you're like, I don't look like that. But I just want to share a story with you. So whenever I would feel uncomfortable in my own skin, I would look back at photos on my camera or on my phone on the camera roll, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I looked amazing there. I wish I looked like that. And at the time that I actually did look like that, I never felt good enough. But when you look back, you're like, I would have died to look like that. Like, I looked amazing. This is body image struggles. This is body image struggles. And it proves that it's not about your body. It's how you're viewing your body. It's your perception of your body. Even from day to day. One day you can feel so good in your own skin. You're like, I feel amazing. You put on a cute outfit. You're like, I look amazing. Like, you're feeling confident. You're feeling sexy in your own skin. And then the next day you're like, I feel like I'm a bloated whale. I feel like I gained 10 pounds. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. Why? Your body did not change from one day to the next. Your body did not change that much in one day. But it's the perception of how you view your body that impacts how you feel about your body. So when I started recognizing how much of a big role body image played in me feeling good in my own skin and getting out of the diet binge cycle, I really started focusing on my body image and starting to see myself as more than a body. Because if you don't heal your body image struggles, you're going to not honor your cravings, which is going to lead to binges. If you don't heal body image, then you're going to constantly be seeing exercise as punishment for how much you've eaten versus a beautiful act of self-love. If you don't heal years of body image, this is when you hide your body and you don't go out and live your life. And when you don't go out and live your life, there's no pleasure in your life. So of course you're going to self-soothe with food because there's no pleasure. There's no enjoyment except, the one thing that brings you happiness, which is binging and food. I work with a client and I was helping her with her relationship with food, but she had these body image struggles. And she's like, I don't want to see anyone. Like, I just want to hibernate. I just want to stay in my house. Like, I don't feel good. And I said, but it's a double-edged sword. You don't feel good in your own skin. So it's like, I don't want to go see people. But then isolating yourself is you not meeting your own needs. And it's like, I feel bad for not going out for dinner with my friends. So because I feel bad and now I don't have any pleasure, well, I'm just going to binge. And it's like, people think I'm going to feel better in my own skin when I lose the weight. I'll go out to the social event when I lose weight. I'll show up when I feel better in my own skin. But that is robbing you of life. Life is happening now. You can feel so much better in your own skin if you actually go to the social event and you put yourself out there and you're intimate with your partner, like all of those things, and you respect your body, right? It's like you move your body from a place of self-love. If you're tired after 10 minutes of going on the treadmill, you stop after 10 minutes. You don't force yourself to do an hour and spend so long over exercising. If you start respecting the body that you're in now, that will heal body image far faster than changing your body ever will. And when I started to recognize this, it made so much sense. This is when I stopped having nighttime binges. This is when I started feeling better in my own skin because I was respecting my body. It's really hard to love a body that you're not respecting. It's really hard to love a body that you're treating like a trash can. It's really hard to love a body when you constantly are overeating and you're eating foods that don't love you back. It's really hard to love your body that way. So instead of focusing on weight loss and being a smaller body, I started focusing on respecting my body. I started focusing on seeing myself for who I was, seeing myself as more than a body. I know it's sad. It's sad. So many people spend years and years and years depriving themselves, restricting themselves, spending so many years over exercising and trying to be a smaller size when what you actually need to do is love the person that you are. Make peace with what you see in the mirror. Heal years of body image struggles so that you don't have the desire to restrict yourself and deprive yourself. Literally in tears, sending you love. This is deep, this is very, very, very important. I started dieting because I had that comment said to me, "You're fat." I spent years thinking I wasn't good enough. My body wasn't good enough. And maybe you feel that same way. I don't feel good enough. Yes, we are so much more than what we look like. Yes, Rebecca, 100%. And when you start to recognize this, when you start to fall in love with who you are, and when you start to really heal body image and you make peace with what you see in the mirror and you're respecting your body, you can actually go and work out and have an incredible workout because you're doing it from a place of self-love, not punishment for how much you've eaten. When you heal body image and you feel confident in your own skin, you can actually start fueling your body with satisfying meals and delicious snacks because you're actually focused on health, not being the smallest size. When you feel good in your own skin and you heal years of body image, you can have the best intimate life with your partner because you know the importance of pleasure and you're not stressed about how bloated you look. Your life will get better when you heal body image. You will stop binging when you heal body image. And this is exactly why at the end of February, I have my body image program, Body Image Boost. I'm running it at the end of February. This is really to help you heal years of body image struggle so that you can feel confident in your own skin. You can start fueling your body properly. You can see yourself as more than a body. You can have a better relationship with exercise. I spent years over exercising. I'd be in the gym doing fasted cardio every single morning. I do cardio in the morning. I do a weight training workout. And then I would force myself to go to another workout class. And I'd be so exhausted and so drained. But I was so terrified of weight gain that I would just exercise and exercise and exercise. So healing, if you want to truly get out of the diet binge cycle and you want to stop feeling like you have to be in a smaller body, you want to detach your worth from the number on the scale that you know is so toxic. Like literally you know how toxic stepping on the scale is, and you know that it just messes with your mental health. So if you want a better relationship with your body, you actually want to love the person that you are. You want to feel at home in your body. You want to make peace with what you see in the mirror. You want to have a better relationship with exercise. This is the program for you. It's going to be extremely transformational. And I'm very excited to run this because this could be the biggest game changer for you in no longer sabotaging with food, in no longer being a slave to this scale, and in no longer over exercising. So I'm very excited. Body Image Boost. This is going to be a boost of healing your body image, years and years and years of body image. We're going to have an incredibly good time in this program. You're going to develop so much self-confidence, so much self-love for that little one inside of you. The little one inside of you that just wants to be loved. She wants to feel seen. She wants to feel heard. She wants to be able to fully express herself. She wants to be accepted. She wants to be loved. And you don't give her the love by just continuing to diet and starve yourself. You don't give that little one inside of you love by punishing it for, oh, you ate too many carbs today. Oh, you're going to spend 5 hours on the treadmill. You give that little one inside of you so much love when you start respecting your body and you focus on health, not just being a smaller size. And this will change everything for you. So I'm so excited, you guys. If you're interested in this program, Body Image Boost, and you're like, yes, this is what I need. Like, I've always thought weight loss would make me happy, but I'm starting to recognize, like, I've lost weight before and I still wasn't happy. Like, I know that I need to heal my body image. This would be an incredible program to join. So if you want to join me inside of this program, it's happening at the end of the month, and you can just DM me Body Image Boost and I'll send you all the details. It is on pre-sale right now, so the lowest price that it will be. You can just DM me Body Image Boost and I'll send you all of the details. So this has been transformative for myself. It's been transformative for my clients to really work on body image. It's the missing link that people skip over. Why am I still binging? Why am I still sabotaging with food? Because you haven't healed body image yet. And once you do this, it will set you free. So thank you guys for being here. I cannot wait to support you. Have the most amazing rest of your day ever, and we'll see you guys soon.